cow, passing on the right, not cool. More about that in a little bit. But welcome back to the second installment of my Hokahey 2022 challenge. Today we're going to be going through Minnesota. And if you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow things, and if you feel like it, share it with other people. I should have added this to my last video. This was the map showing how we traveled through South Dakota and North Dakota. You can see we did about 940 miles. And this is the route through Minnesota that I'm going to be showing you here in just a minute. And as you can see, we did about 783 miles. Here's our starting mileage in the morning when we got up. And we got to start about daylight, but pictures don't come out so good that early, so don't have too much from that. But Minnesota is pretty flat through most of it, and a lot of green vegetation, so you'll see a lot of that in this video. We did have a couple of things happen on this day. We only had one wrong turn, basically. It didn't really cost us too much. We just made a U-turn, got back on track pretty quick, but one of our riders got feeling ill, and you'll see where he had to pull over in a little bit, but that happened. And of course you saw the little preview at the beginning. Oh, forgot to mention, I have a new intro little animation. Hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed putting that together with the help of a young lady that's a real expert at doing that kind of stuff, so I thought it turned out pretty well. Anyway, and yes, I've changed the name of my YouTube channel to Sugar Bear's Adventures, and that's because during the Hokahey I was given a road named Sugar Bear, and that's a long story, but maybe for another time.
Before we get too old, bring down the money, the silver and gold. We got some things to do before we get to freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom.
It was right along in here that one of our group, Ernie McIntosh, started feeling a little ill. We had to pull over, give him a break for a few minutes. And he didn't get any better throughout the day, and eventually we wound up having to take him to the hospital. When we got over by Lake Superior, he wound up staying there in a hotel and dropping out of the challenge. But Ernie's going to be back for the 2024 challenge. And somewhere along in here is where our friend that was in such a rush decided it'd be a great idea to pass people on the right in some twisties. And you can see here he is behind me, coming up on me here in a second. It'd been nice if he just honked his horn or something just to let me know he's coming, because you can see I'm using the entire lane. But right in here, he decided it'd be a great idea to zip on past me. And you know, this thing is not a race, so I'm not real sure why he's in such a rush, but he managed just to get around all of us. And the funny thing is once we got to a point where we could pass, formally, we got around the person that was holding everybody up, and we actually caught up to him, and all of us passed him. So, if you're doing this in the future, be patient, just take your time. Don't get in a rush. There's no reason into, risking an accident, because that could have happened very easily. Because you can see we're all using the full lanes in these twisties, and he could have timed it wrong, and one of us just crashed into him, and then that's just going to be horrible. So that's just my opinion anyway. And if you know who this guy is, don't let on. I didn't want to reveal who it was, so he knows who he is. And but just be safe out there.
Say you can't choose who belongs inside of these walls.
Yeah, right here we had to give Ernie another break here, and basically it was a few minutes later after this that we decided we need to get him to the hospital. He was having a little trouble. He was getting really dehydrated, and it's a good thing because we got him to the emergency room, and everything worked out good. And he's going to be back in 2024. And we basically hung around there. I think it was the town of Superior for about 4 hours, waiting until Ernie was situated. And once we knew he was safe and what the plan was, we decided to get back on the road and get going. And we traveled till probably about 1 in the morning. You'll see that here in a second.
Looking for an number, hey. But everyone's got the answer, but no one's got the way. And who's right is who's say who can't choose, but who is wrong and who is right. And who's right is who's say who can't choose, who's on the right end of this fight. We're throwing darts in the dark, trying to hit the bullseye, but nobody knows what it looks like. We're throwing darts in the dark, trying to hit the bullseye.
So we kept riding till late in the night. After it got dark, I took the lead because I got those Denali 7 auxiliary lights, and man, they are bright. And it was a good thing because there was deer all over the place, and it really helped spot those things at long distance and keep us from having any accidents at night. But we could see some storms off in the distance. I wish I had some video of that, but video wasn't working too good at night, so didn't even try it. But you see there's lots of lakes everywhere. There's lots of vegetation. We ran up on interesting thing late in the night, probably around 10 o'clock or so. And we came around a blind curve, and there was a truck sitting in the road with the lights on. Nobody in the driver's seat. The engine was off, and there was a young lady sitting in the passenger seat. She was crying. Questioned her a little bit about what's going on, and she informed us that her boyfriend just basically stopped, took the keys out of the vehicle, turned it off, and got off and ran in the woods and just left her there. So we made sure she was okay, and some locals came by, and I believe they called the police, and because the police showed up a few minutes later after we took off. But we made sure she was okay before we took off. Anyway, we got on down the road, dodging some storms, and started running out of gas, but couldn't find any gas stations. So we finally made our way down to Park Rapids, and we found a Holiday gas station where we pitched our tents. There we are, getting up in the morning. The next morning, you can see our ending mileage for the day, beginning mileage for the next day. And like I said earlier, we did about 783 miles. So pretty good day, even though we had a 4-hour layover there for Ernie. And that's the end of this trip. So hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and as always, if you can, donate to the Alzheimer's Association and help out and end that dreaded disease. So hope you stay with me through the next installment. We're going to be headed down south and end up at our first checkpoint at Rawhide Harley Davidson. Hope you enjoyed this, and Hokahey, guys.